Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Joy and I have recently been getting just so many questions regarding how I got my Adobe internship. So I figured I would make this video to help you guys out, to give you some tips and tricks, not even to nail and get an Adobe internship, but just any internship or job that you want for your future. So first things first is there are so many jobs out there, so just breathe. I remember going through the whole process and the job applications, the resumes, the cover letters, it was a lot and it was so overwhelming and draining. But just know, see me as an example in the sense of it was really hard. I wanted to cry so much, so many times. I felt so overwhelmed, but you'll get through it. So just remember to breathe, be kind to yourself because you got this. Step number 2, if you don't know exactly where you want to be, if you don't have any dream companies, that's okay too. Luckily, there's no limit as to how many companies you can apply for. So really take that to your advantage and apply to different jobs in several different industries, and eventually you'll find the one that you want to work for. It really is all about trial and error, a lot about endurance. So when you're struggling, don't give up. Know that everyone else is too, and you just got this. You're gonna blow it away. Okay, so now, once you breathe, and you're applying for jobs and internships, the question is, where do you start? For me personally, I have always really loved using LinkedIn. Obviously, like on the LinkedIn app, you know, there's that jobs category. So when you click on the jobs, you can not only see all the jobs that are available for you to apply for, but you can also see when the application went out for you to even apply. So you can see how old a job option is, and then decide from there if you want to apply. The great thing about LinkedIn too is if for whatever reason you're in a really big time crunch and you're feeling lazy and you do not feel like moving your resume over and altering it for each individual job, LinkedIn has that option for you to click easy apply. So whatever resume that you have attached to your LinkedIn profile will automatically be given to the companies that you are trying to apply for. That being said, I do not recommend you go that route. If you're feeling lazy, it's okay. Go to sleep, wake up again when you're feeling motivated, and then try to apply, because when it comes down to it, easy come, easy go. Like the internships and the jobs that you really want, you're going to want to alter your resume for so that you can match some keywords together, but that's a whole nother can of worms. Moving on from LinkedIn, another software that may be available to you depending on your school is Handshake. Luckily, my college utilizes Handshake, and something they don't tell you is that the school pays a lot of money for you as a student to have Handshake to your access. Jobs pay Handshake so that they get the demand of the students, and schools pay Handshake so that they get the option of getting all the jobs who want students, and vice versa, if that makes sense. So it really is just a whole cycle. That being said, once you graduate, you will no longer have access to Handshake, meaning the direct tool that these jobs want to use that chose your school to find their students, you will not have access to anymore. So I highly suggest you utilize Handshake to your best ability if that is an option until you graduate. Lastly, you can use Glassdoor. I personally really like using Glassdoor. One, if I find a company that I really don't know much about and I need more information, or two, once you get an email about a possible interview, then you can really look into like the salary or interview questions. What do people like? What do people not like? It really is an awesome tool that I'm going to continue using. One thing I noticed was in a lot of applications, you'll see that they ask you like what type of salary, the minimum salary that you're willing to work for, and that question has always kind of been hard for me to answer, but luckily Glassdoor was on my side. It literally gives you what salary that people average in the position that you're trying to apply for. During the job application, you really need to utilize your network. And I know that people love to just throw out that word networking. Networking is important. You need a network, it's essential. But they're all right. Networking is so important. So utilize your professors. They are your professors for a reason. They probably have so many experiences that they could share with you, but they're not going to unless you ask. So be a go-getter with your professors, ask for recommendations. Whether your job requires it or not, the recommendation will only give you one step ahead, and that's what you need in today's society. Also, use your friends, your acquaintances, TAs, just really anybody that you can and know, because that one referral can take you so far. Something that has really helped me, but I'll say is really nerve-wracking, is go onto LinkedIn, find some people who work at the company that you're really interested in, and cold message them. And by cold message them, I'm saying message them with your name, first name, last name, introduce yourself, tell them that you're interested in working for the company that they're at, and was wondering if you could set up a short 15-minute introduction call. From there, if they say yes, which you'll be surprised, I didn't think I'd get many replies, but so many people are willing to meet with you. A lot of people want to help. So you just need to be the one to initiate that introduction call. Because let's be real, like, they don't know us, they don't know who we are. So it's up to us to take that first step to really build that relationship, and that message will do that just for you. It's okay to be nervous. I was really nervous for my very first introduction call, but it was completely worth it. And lastly, you need to do your research. When you get that email when they're interested in an interview with you, from the time you get that email to the time of your interview, it is your time to be a stalker. Look into the company, know why they run the way they do, how do they run, what do they stand for, know their values. And when it comes down to the interview, if you really want to be in that company, you need to show that you want to be there. And I don't mean in like a fake, hi, like, oh, what, everything is perfect way. I mean, you need to be yourself, be genuine, and that way the values that make up who you are will be conveyed to the interviewers. That being said, this isn't just them interviewing you, you're interviewing them. Keep that in mind, and that'll really help with the nerves. When it comes down to it, the energy you feel when you're really stressed and nervous is actually the same energy that you feel when you're really excited. So you need to tell yourself up here that you're not nervous. No, you're so excited because you're gonna nail this interview. You're gonna nail all the processes that follow, and then you'll be at your dream company. Maybe not your dream company, that's okay, but you'll be at a company where you can learn so much, where you will have access to so many opportunities to grow from where you are right now. So good luck, you got this, and comment below if you have any other questions, anything else you want advice on or tips. I got you, but good luck.